Hey, I'm Zach.
Hey, I'm Ryan.
And this is VHS.
Yes.
And we review movies here. So we just watched Beyond the Black Rainbow.
Beyond
and this is
the Black
a special
Rainbow.
episode. This is our first fan, or first viewer, whatever you call it, viewer pick, if you will.
Yes.
First suggestion by DZ Ox the Bruno, or DZox as you would say.
Zox
I thought it was
Bruno.
DZ Ox. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. I thought it was DZ and then Ox. He thought it was DZox. Regardless.
DZox.
Regardless. So we recently just did a video on The Void, which we were like, oh, this is definitely just like they copied Stranger Things. And then this comment was like, hey, you think that was Stranger Things? Check out this. And
Yes.
so this movie, Ryan, give me a nutshell what this movie's about, and then we'll get into it.
All right. I'm getting like cult aesthetic where there's like this whole inner working with a group, and then there's some crazy side quest going on with like a lab study underground. There is psychic abilities involved with a chick who's locked away. There's like a lot of crazy things peppered in there.
There's definitely a facility where like a chick has been there since a baby. She's like, she has psychic abilities, we find out very early on. She's disturbed because she's been fucked up and isolated. Creepy ass doctor.
Very creepy.
He's creepy.
Yes.
Yeah, very good. He's definitely nuts. And he's the one who's like overseeing her, taking notes, checking her out.
Yes.
And there's not many people working at the facility, so it's basically just him, one other chick, and that's the only people you really see, to be honest with you.
There's the main guy, the old dude who you see halfway through the movie.
There is the old cult leader, the old geezer, which you
Yeah.
find out later.
There's probably a janitor you never see. But this, I'm imagining, I mean to cut you off there, I'm imagining this whole facility is very fucking big though, just from some scenes that you see.
Yeah, no, jump into that. We're gonna spaghetti this. Go crazy.
All right,
You're on red, by the way.
Look, I gotta go quick. All right. So something I noticed was like whenever the main chick, what's her name?
It's Ellen. So very close
Is
to
it
11.
Is it Ellen?
I swear to God, it's Ellen.
It was Melvin or something.
No, it's
Not
Ellen.
Melvin.
It's Ellen, so it's very close to 11, like Stranger Things. Again, a very like... So
I feel like the name is wrong. I'm gonna just go on my gut feeling and say it wasn't Ellen.
Okay, I thought it was Ellen.
But it is very similar name, yes.
Starts with EL regardless, but I'm pretty sure it's Ellen. Go ahead.
Our main chick, she, like, in this scene where she's trying to escape, she's going through all these different areas, and at one point she's going through this, like, air duct system, which is a weird-ass fucking scene that I really enjoyed.
I thought it was like elevator.
No, like, the air ducts, when she goes through the vents, she punches through, and then it shows how deep down the caverns go, or whatever, and, like, the lighting looks weird. There's that weird stream of light going up.
It looked like a painting, dude.
It was trippy. I loved it. I was like, it was so odd. Like, it was such a cool shot. That was one of my favorite shots.
The visuals of it,
Yeah.
that one was one of my favorites,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Because first, you don't see her at all, and you're like, wait, what is this? What am I looking at? And then you see her coming from, like, the side of the screen, and you see her hands and her arms in a way where she shouldn't be coming out, and you're like, whoa, this is the weirdest angle I've seen ever.
Yeah, she pops through,
yeah.
and then she's like she's like hugged against the wall because you can see it goes way deep. It goes way deeper than where she was at. That's her sub level. You see her level, but then you can see it goes like it like shrinks down, and it's like, how far does this go down?
How many levels? How many people?
I was saying during that shot, I was like, how deep does this go? How many people are in this facility? And then she pops through the other side. I thought she was gonna crawl upwards, but no, she pops through the other side.
Pokes through a square.
Yeah, and whenever she like comes through that ventilation system, it's not even a ventilation system, it's just a weird square, which is weird to have like just a block-it square.
They have weird things, like remember that giant square light bulb?
Yeah.
Like, I want that for my house. I'm gonna install it.
It's like
so
a
I'm gonna
switch.
make
It's like
it
a light
myself.
switch
It's a light
bulb
switch,
thing.
but it
Yeah,
looks like
yeah.
a giant rectangle this big.
We'll put it in there.
Fucking huge.
Yes,
It's crazy.
it was
I
crazy.
love that.
But she pops out the other side, and then she sees like another test subject in there who's
Mummified.
Like, he's like in a straitjacket, like all cocooned up, where he's like all crazy, and then he starts like nipping at her
sees her.
heels. Yeah. When he's looking the window.
No, he's trying to chase her.
Yeah.
Fucking, she's crawling away, and she finally makes
She
it.
crawls very slowly, by the way.
She crawls very slowly. When she finally makes it out, she touches a button that makes glass go.
Beam.
Right when the glass goes, he's like fucking licking the glass.
He's like, yeah, right
I would
across
have
it.
fucking eaten your ass. Like, it was fucking crazy.
There were some funny ass scenes that
Dude.
we talked about during that,
Yeah,
which
dude.
we'll plug in here.
Like, dude, imagine.
and her just like
Dude,
next to it.
Imagine that's the only acting job you've gotten, the first one. You're like, hey, I've been in this movie. Also, you show someone a fucked up movie, they have to watch They have to watch an hour and 20 to see you, like your friends.
Yeah.
An hour and 20 to see a fucked up movie just to see you go this. Don't give me any context. Okay, I'm in this movie. I swear to God, I'm in this movie. Just wait for
I want to see what his name is in the credits, too.
I know. You watch an hour and 20 minutes. Hour and 20 minutes, your friend in this. Wait, what's going on?
You're like,
Your friend's like, that was the only thought.
gives you no context. It's like, you're going to love it. It's
Dude,
awesome.
hey,
I'm going to be, this is my groundbreaking scene. This is going to put me in the fucking realm.
This movie was nuts. You gotta watch it. I'm in it, dude. I'm pretty much a star, dude. Like I was right next to the main character at some scenes. That's how you would pitch it, by the way, too. The fucking one of my funny things that I loved about this film, one of my favorites, would be the whenever his wife, he goes home after a hard day's work, you know, he goes home, he's kind of like, you can tell his home life's not great. He's very invested in his work, and he's kind of like not interested, not even looking at his wife. They're talking half-assed, and she tells him, "Tell me what's for dinner, Ryan."
Got some steamed asparagus and some broccoli and brown rice or something like that.
If you're hungry, there's some brown rice and steamed asparagus in the refrigerator.
Wow, that sounds really good.
Fucking the way he delivers
He pulled it off
is
amazingly.
So fucking
We're
funny,
gonna plug
dude.
it in
I'll
there,
clip
but
it in there. I'll
but
delete
literally,
myself.
it was just wow. Sounds great.
It's so,
it was so fucking funny.
The way
dude.
like the scene is so quiet too, like it's just so funny. But like this movie to me, very visual. So it's not much
So many
dialogue.
visual.
You see a lot of the trippiness. You see a lot of imagery. You mentioned the elevator ductwork scene. It's very visually pleasing.
Yes.
And you have to kind of piece things together with the visuals, which are kind of cool.
There wasn't a lot of dialogue. I don't mean to interrupt, but there wasn't a lot of
You're fine.
dialogue throughout. But they did express the whole like idea through like storytelling with like images and like flashbacks and like crazy weird scenes and like just the tone of it all. I love the vibe of like 80s, 70s. Like there was a lot going on. I love the cult aesthetic where it gives you enough information that you can put this whole picture together.
And I always love the ones that make you guess. So again, this one did make you guess. You had to kind of piece together like that you saw the trap chick as a baby, and you saw the cult leader back in the day being like, she's gonna be the future. This is gonna be blah 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 blah. And then you saw him where you saw his mind break, where the one nurse fucking jammed him down with LSD, like fucking good luck, motherfucker.
Yeah, 1966.
Yeah, it was crazy.
He's like
She
a
even-
young buck into this
and she
like
even
cult.
said good luck, like I heavily dosed you. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
And by the way, he gets fucked up from this. That's why he's fucked up for the rest of his life, dude. He's fucked.
That whole segment of his trip from like that flashback right before.
Brian, was that 2 minutes? Was that 20 minutes? We don't know. How long do you think that was?
Dude, it was a hot
was
minute.
timeless.
It was a hot minute. Yeah, it was
How long do you
great.
think it
And that
was?
was all within a time span of him having a flashback whenever he goes to see the old like the Grand Master.
Yeah,
or
and the Grandmaster was like, "Can you assist me?"
Yeah, he's like, "Can you assist me?" And then he goes on, has this crazy flashback where he's having like some weird PTSD, thinking about his trip. That was so crazy. The visuals in that with like, I love the ink as he's like going in and he's getting consumed by it. Like that was crazy.
That was really cool. And like it took so long and it was so vivid to where you're drawn in. Whenever it sucked back to reality, I think you almost mentioned like, oh, I forgot even where we were.
Yeah, dude.
You know,
Yeah,
and he was supposed to be like, oh shit, like I'm supposed to be assisting this old guy. You know what I'm saying? Because like we relived his past. We got to see why he's so fucked up.
When he was assisting him, we were confused for a moment. What's he gonna do? Is he wiping his ass? Is he giving him a hand
So you
job?
were joking at first, like, oh, before the old guy even asked, you were like joking around, like, he's gonna, can you wipe my ass?
Yeah.
Get closer. Whenever he's like, get closer,
Yeah.
I need to wipe my ass. You were just doing like, fart jokes type of thing.
I need you to wipe my ass. Come closer so I can see you wipe my ass again.
You're just joking, and then like he's like, can you assist me? And we were like, oh my god! And then like the guy's looking away, like, okay. And then Ryan, you're still doubling down, like he's fucking jerking him off, dude. He's fucking jerking. He's not looking. He's like, yep, I'm gonna assist you.
Assisting.
Oh my god, you're right, Ryan.
Of course.
What do you say?
Assisting me. Will you mind assisting me?
He just starts jerking him off. I've been fucking so kinked up. Fucking undo this hose. You gonna jerk him off?
Turns out it was just he was giving him opiates. He was
Some
giving
sort
him
of,
some
like,
pain.
I don't know what we can say or what we can't say, but
Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. He shot him up in the toes
bam.
because he doesn't like to see the track marks.
Yes. And then he was like, what did he say? He was like, oh yeah.
Dude, he was fucking
I'm feeling
into
good.
it, dude.
He
Yeah,
was feeling
fucking
fucking
feeling
good, dude. It was crazy.
And then, kind of
Yes.
like jumping forward, dude, Ellen, which you don't think is her name, it's something Eleanor. It's
I feel
something.
like there was an M in there, something random. I'm gonna look it up, dude. I'm sorry.
Please look at what do you got?
Elena.
Elena.
Close. Elena.
Okay. Ellen, it was Elena. Still close to 11, though. Elena,
Very close.
11. Pretty close. So, all right. So, eventually, though, she does somehow inexplicably escape. So, she does get through that system, like you said. We go to the glass liquor. She's breaking her way out. She's seeing these different facilities. And then she somehow just pushes through a gate and gets out. But the cool thing about this thing is when she does get out, again, she's not running. She's like, this is amazing. I've never even been out here. She's going slow. So that's a cool thing I love that they do.
Yeah,
she's going
like
slow.
enjoying. She's laying on the grass. It's at nighttime too, but she's still like just completely taking it in, which totally makes sense. If you've been in this sterile situation your whole life, and it's been like toxic too, where you're like having people like just have all these negative things on you. God only knows what else she's been through in there, and then she breaks free, has fresh air for the first time.
She doesn't know what it is. It doesn't even
touches grass.
It's just
literally.
It's hard to comprehend.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a lot. Yeah.
Like even to just understand. Like you never even seen it. And then like so they did a big thing about they showed like a giant bug at one point, and they're showing like a bug, like a normal thing that would creep someone out, give someone the heebie-jeebies. She's like amazed with it because like
enamored,
she's never seen it. So again, to her, it's like this is beautiful. This is what is this? But to everyone else, they're revolted. But again, that just shows she's been in a box. She's been in a room. She hasn't seen anything.
Yeah,
You know, it's nuts. So I really like how they did that. But the transformation from Barry with a wig, creepy, pervy, to bald Barry.
A lot of pervy vibes.
Bald Barry though takes it to the next fucking level.
Yeah,
whenever bald Barry gets his
like,
leather jacket on, woo! He
like,
goes nuts.
I was getting like reptilian vibes, and I was getting like Prometheus vibes.
Prometheus for sure.
A lot of
dude.
these things, he was like, "What did you say about the oily skin or something?" You're like,
he's peeling out his fucking everything. He wanted to get all oily again.
Those fucking
he
glass contacts or whatever they used to have back in the day.
He peeled out his contacts with metal tweezers.
Which maybe you had to back then, because I know they used to be like glass contacts. People talked about boiling them back in the day to like sterilize them.
Imagine putting a circle glass in your eye.
I don't even
a circle sphere glass in your eyeball.
Not fun. I imagine not.
You probably have to take it out with the edges.
And when he was touching the fucking thing to his eye, it makes sense why he was touching it to.
You know why?
Like an actual
Because that's
thing.
nothing. You know why? Because the metal tweezers have to go on either side of the glass to peel it up.
That was such a cringy.
It's very visceral,
scene.
dude. That was a visceral scene for sure.
I didn't like it. But yeah.
What would be your top scene if you had to guess? What would be one of your faves?
Well, I mean, I have a few things. I really loved how they show the rooms, the different colors, like the red, the cool blue, gray tones with the girl to show like a cold, like she's like very like isolated. And like the color tones had a good theme throughout. I feel like I love the rooms and the shapes, like the shapes of the rooms. It was crazy. It was weird. It was very trippy. I liked it. It was very pleasing to the eye. It definitely reminded me of like late 70s vibes, 80s vibes. It was weird stuff. I like the idea of like thinking about this catacomb of like just laboratories underground, different sections. Who knows what we didn't see? I don't even know. But it seemed very wild. It was very just crazy looking.
Nice.
Scenes that I really enjoyed, I would say, I don't know. I liked just like the weird imagery. Like his scene tripping was really weird. I like that because it was just like, whoa. You're seeing all this stuff in like a fragment of time, that like the whole fucking like inky shit going on, the fucking biting the neck, that was just weird. There was a lot of imagery there where it was like, oh, what's happening?
And then you see him like crying, freaking out.
Yeah. I already know what my big con is.
You're fine. Before you get to that, let me jump in. I'm going to tell you my favorites for sure.
Yeah.
So I do love everything you said. Spot on. A couple of my favorites. We already mentioned it, but I'm gonna call it again because I think it deserves it. That elevator scene, that air duct scene, wherever she was when she popped out, when it was a painting first, and she popped out. She's like, so here's the scene.
Where she's hugging the wall.
She pops out like the bottom left-hand corner in a weird way we don't expect. She's like spidering out.
Yes.
And then you're like, oh, it's this angle. And then she starts walking over here. Like, it's very trippy, very delusional, like the way they...
It was like when you see somebody making like a chalk drawing, and it's
very
like, oh, you're going to fall into nothing.
Very much so that.
It was one of those illusions.
Very optical illusional for sure. So that one, I also loved during some of the trippy imagery that they would show, there was one part where there was a face and it was dripping upward and it was screaming. It was dripping upward. It was very trippy. And I also loved, there was a cloud one where it was like upside down clouds. Hard to describe. I'll play them in here when I'm talking. Very cool stuff.
Do you remember that whole like music video scene almost where it got like a Snoop Dogg video? It was very smoky and stuff.
Yeah,
right
they had the
before,
fog playing.
when
before
he put on
said
his
run program, sex, you know?
Yes, yeah. And he put on his like Daft Punk fucking uniform to go out there and do the thing.
Tron,
By the
Daft
way,
Punk.
what was up with that with the baby in that 10-foot fucking? There was like a 10-foot baby.
It was a baby Viking.
It's in the Daft Punk suit. She's standing up to it. She's like almost a little bit above like dick level.
She'd be like belly button.
Yeah, belly button
for
level.
sure.
It was like the aesthetic of like she being standing up to like a basketball player or something. Takes off its mask and it's like fucking baby.
An albino baby face, for
it was
sure.
That was so.
It was like a young chick albino baby face.
It had so many questions that it stirred in me.
So this film in general has so many questions because they don't answer a lot.
Yeah.
It's very odd. I definitely see a lot of similarities. I love, huge shout out to you, DX Aux. Appreciate you offering this one.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's amazing. I love having a viewer pick. This one, this is like it's a very trippy movie, to be honest with you. Everything's
Very
trippy.
trippy,
Like
yes.
it's more visual than dialogue-y. So
Yeah.
it's more of like you're going off of like visuals of what's happening, what's there. Like for instance, like when the one nurse was smoking, it did a big zoom in on this weird thing. Like, what is that? Oh, that's just her ash fucking flick. But it was fucking ginormous. Like they do weird
They
shots.
showed that, yeah, when he found out like somebody had been
So
there.
they do weird shots where they're out
Even
of
with that
proportions.
book was weird though too, like that she did stumble
Yes,
upon.
yeah. There's a lot of weird things, and then like he also with his wife. We didn't even talk about how he murdered his wife with his thumb. It's fucking wild.
Yeah, dude.
Game of Thrones style, like fucking.
Crazy
Yeah, it's
stuff.
nuts.
I thought it was a really good, really crazy film. The visuals in this film were like they stand out to you for sure. The way they shot it.
80s like synthesizer
Yeah.
sounds.
I was getting also like Tron vibes.
vibes.
Yes, definitely Tron vibes though too, with like the outfits and just like 80s aesthetic. I guess it was just weird. It was weird, and I was into it. It was good. It was weird.
So give me your cons and then give me your number.
A big con I have to say was literally. So you got this cat and mouse, all right? She's running off. He's got a tracker. He's following her in his like full reptilian form, his like goblin-esque form. He's going after her. He like literally murders a few people to get to her, and then as he gets to her, he like fucking does some weird Final Destination shit like you said, where he just fucking and then like knocks his head on a fucking rock.
Okay, yeah, his foot is caught on a branch. He's like,
And he's even like fucking with
he does it
he's
3
fiddling
times,
with it.
3 or 4 times, and then he just like all of a sudden goes for
Fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyways. Yeah.
and then like falls without his arms. Whoa, no!
Falls, twists his ankles, and
almost
then,
like obnoxiously like you even thought like this is a joke.
it was like a gag thing. It was like you could see that on
and
like
he broke his neck. Even the main character chick was smiling like
yeah, she was even like
she's like that's fucking hilarious,
Yeah.
dude. You're going out like that.
yeah.
Fucking see ya.
So that was something I was a big con about. Like I was like, what is that about?
You know what that means too? Also, that old man fucking starves to death.
He probably should have, honestly.
No, he
probably
should.
should've a
But
long
I'm
time
just saying,
ago.
like, isn't that funny? Like, that's how he goes now.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I feel so good in my chair.
Someone
and then it
fucking
wears
help
off.
me.
Somebody, please give me more.
Assist me.
Yeah, God, you have to bleep that out too. But
Believe what at?
I think
I believe it. Don't worry about that.
I don't know. Can we say hair Juan? Can I say it in a way that's like not the hair within that you
I'll keep that one in.
prick into your foot? I don't know.
I'll keep that one in.
All right, yeah, we'll do that one. Anyways, so yeah, that dude's fucked. But regardless, I don't know. So that part I didn't like. I'll let you do yours next. What do you have?
Where to start? There's this movie. Where are the dudes? Where are the workers, dude? No one works in this giant facility. So
Huge facility.
We saw whenever she did that crazy scene that I talked about. There's multiple levels, like so many levels. There's the glass licker. There's multiple people.
Yeah.
The only person we ever saw was the nurse, who was a bitch, who she rightfully got fucking killed by. What was her name? Not Eleanor, but something else. What was her name?
Frick, don't put me on the spot. Elena? Did we say Elena?
Elena. You're
Elena?
right. So
Elena.
it was Elena, whatever it was. So anyway, she got killed by her. That's the only other work we saw. We saw the pervy doctor, the old guy who's in a wheel, who's just fucking sedated, and then her. So when she dies, it's just the pervy doctor. Where's everyone else in this giant facility?
Yeah.
Other than that, the movie is more of a trip than a fucking like.
It's definitely
Do you know
a
what
lot
I'm saying?
of visuals.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So like, I'm not like diving in too deep to the nitpicking of this and that, because yes, I could, but it's more of like you're seeing the inside of these people's minds, and you're kind of like you mentioned the colors of, all right, it's blue in her cell. Oh, it's orange in his thing. It's more, it's more anger. It's more isolated.
Yeah.
It's very cool. They do very visualistic stuff. Versus the dialogue, and some of the dialogue is more whispery, where you don't even hear stuff. You don't need it. You can miss.
There were some parts that was like almost like, what is he saying?
He whispers. He sexualizes his tone sometimes.
His tone was
he
very.
was massaging.
The only time he didn't have that was, what was the word he said where
Good.
it sounded normal? Was
it good?
Was it good?
So we were
Put
talking
that
about.
scene in,
I
please.
will. But he was literally massaging this chick right behind her,
Yeah.
talking sexually, and me and you were talking about everything he says is sexually, and you even said like everything, and then he snaps out and goes, "Good."
Yeah.
And then immediately
We both jumped
and then
on that.
immediately goes right back to
Yeah.
back to his tone.
It's very
But
like.
regardless,
it's got
though,
a creep factor to it for sure.
yeah, my big thing. Where else is everyone working? What's the big deal with this cult? There's got to be more than 3 people here. What's going on? How are they getting this thing running? What is going on with her? We don't know. He has this weird dial to control her and uncontrol her with the psychic
it's like
powers.
it definitely, yeah, like
I get that, but like, is it just her and him and one other person? That seems like a waste with this giant facility. Regardless, we don't know. I'm okay with that.
I know there's a lot more entities though, just because like you saw that one dude who's like literally in a straight
Were
jacket.
they all
doing his
failures
thing.
though?
Maybe, but like they're still being taken care of because they're
By
still alive.
whom?
I guess these 2 people. Unless there's, do you think there's other doctors that are specific to each person?
I would hope so, but like we don't see them.
I'm gonna say in my state of mind, I feel like each person's they have
Signed?
signed
One
their
to one.
own
You
person.
think 1 to 1?
I could see it almost like a therapist or something.
1 to 1. Therapist has a million patients.
I know. Well, we'll say like maybe they have 3, but obviously they're gonna favorite one. They're like, oh, this one's obviously the winner.
Fair enough.
Fuck that person. But
I'm
yeah.
gonna go ahead. I'm ready to give my number. You want to give your number?
I'll let you give your number first, but before you do, let me double check that there's nothing I want to like double back around.
While you're thinking, because you take forever to think. If you made it this far, please give me a like, give me a subscribe, give me a comment. It means a lot to us. It goes a long way. Comments are the bomb. Even if you say you guys suck, you're right, Zach.
We appreciate
You're
it.
wrong, Ryan. Whatever
Yeah.
you think.
Yeah, it sure is.
Whatever it is. If you say a movie, we'll put it in the bag, or we'll just review it. Like this one was the first comment. We didn't even put it in the bag. We just reviewed it. So throw us a bone here.
Yes. All right. So, overall though, I guess like I don't have too much to say, honestly, but it was crazy. There was a lot of weird visuals going on. I still can't get over the amount of money. It was like $1 point something billion.
I'm so pissed you said I was gonna be like, all right, because of the budget was 1.1 million.
Yeah.
1.1 million, dude. You could have done this for 100K.
Yeah.
The Void did so much with $80,000.
They put $100K at least in that DeLorean the dude was driving, dude. So like they obviously did a write-off. They're like, we need a bomb-ass car, but I want to actually keep this.
I feel like this could have been a money laundering scheme. How do you put 1.1 million in this, dude?
Yeah, there was a lot of money.
Where was the 1.1 mil?
I get the sets were really extravagant.
How?
To
I don't
an
get it.
extent.
I don't get it.
But like with the lighting you guys used, you could have easily like
Blue
fabricated.
light. Oh,
you could have fabricated.
That's
so
$1 million
much.
in this shot.
All I'm saying is like they could have fabricated so much of those sets that I feel like the lighting they chose
it was so saturated.
I feel like they really they made the set look really good if you had it in natural lighting, but I feel like since they used the lighting they did, it undertoned the set where they could have fabricated way cheaper.
To me, this seems like a big budget film trying its hardest to look like an indie film.
Like how they did that.
No, it's trying its hardest to be like, we're low budget, we don't know what we're doing, but like you have the budget, but it's like, you know when you have like those jeans that are like they're meant to be ripped. And
that
like,
guy in the straight coat got paid like $20K.
I'm just saying like. It's like it has the budget, but it's pretending it doesn't. Like, like it's trying to be like, oh, we're cool. Like we're trying to be like we're trying to save money on this and that, but it's like I don't know how you spent 1.1 mil on it.
The way they did that scene that we talked about that we really enjoyed, where she was going through the ventilation
really
from one to another.
That was very cool.
It was very artsy. It looked like crazy dimensions, but you could tell like there had to been like a painted backdrop down beneath because it went so far. I really love that scene.
I don't know how they did, but I think it was cool.
I feel like they could have done so many of the set scenes like that because the lighting they chose was so dramatic that it affected the whole scene. But I feel like what they did was they dumped a bunch of money in making real things. Like, I feel like that's what happened. If you put the lights on, it was
I feel like so to me, I feel like a lot of the set was blank room for Elena. You saw a blank backdrop for Pervy Guy. Occasionally, you saw one beam at his house and the one couch and
maybe
nature.
the Airbnb, they rented out a really nice house.
Well, whatever. His wife was on a couch the whole movie, and you saw some bushes. That's not much. All right, and then you saw his nice car. You saw a couple tunnels. You saw the outside, the weird triangle windows. Ooh, that's cool. Did you guys make that yourselves? Is that where the money went? Where'd the money go? Where did you spend this money?
In their pockets.
I don't know. It's crazy.
No, overall though, I'm
giving this a 5.
Well, you give your grade. I was gonna say overall, I like the idea of the film. I like the concept of having this cult aesthetic, having this crazy psychic ability involved. There's other ritualistic things I feel like toned in there for sure. I like the drugs.
When he was tripping in 1966, whenever the nurse was like, usually you have a drop of LSD.
Yeah,
usually it's a dropper. She's like, one drop usually.
Yeah.
She, what she did?
It was like a teaspoon.
She sucked up the whole dropper and then was like, bam!
Good luck!
Dude, dude, it splashed off his tongue. It was fucking saturated. And she goes, good luck.
What a ominous thing to say at the end.
If that wasn't a nurse ratchet, if I've seen one, dude, she was a bitch, dude. She fucked him up. Yeah. And so he was fucked up for life after that.
But my thing is, I feel like with the budget they had, I like the idea. I feel like they could have executed it a little differently, especially with the money that was pumped into this, because that was crazy.
I shouldn't have looked it up. I wish I didn't see that because it changed my grade. The fact that they did 1.1 million on this.
Yeah. No, regardless, though, I do like the idea. I like the concept for sure. Overall, I think I was going to give it a 4.
That's fine.
But I do like the visuals. I like the rooms. I like the overall idea. I think it could have been done better. I think there could have been more to it. I feel like the ending with him just tripping and falling on a rock.
That was funny and weird.
It was funny, yeah, but it was I was like...
It wasn't a good pay. It wasn't satisfying.
We had so much where we're locked in this facility with the main character. We're locked in with them. He was the main character. It wasn't the girl. It was him, for sure.
You heard 3 words from her, and it was all psychic words. It wasn't even words from her lips.
It was 100% he's the main character. We're following his story, and she's just a part of it.
We're following Barry, and then once Bald Barry comes along, and to me, so this was kind of a slow burn. I was intrigued because of the visuals. So I'm very visualistic, so I'm loving it. I'm okay with that. But to me, this was a slow burn that kind of fizzled out a little bit with the way he went out. I was like, whoa, they're not going to end it like that.
Yeah, it was very anticlimactic.
Also, her big escape wasn't it wasn't this big plot. It wasn't like, hey, I had to beat up this guard. I had to find this. It was the door was open.
I almost feel like the whole thing with her big escape was, I think he wanted to run away with her. I think he was wanting to be with her.
Oh, and that's why he was like, come with me.
I think that's why he let her go, and I think that's why he wanted her to be together.
That would make more sense, and I like that.
That's what I think. So, regardless of that being said, he tripped, broke his ankle, and then fell on a rock.
Then broke his neck?
Yeah. What a way to go out when you're asking a girl to go out with you. That's they talk about the worst thing that could happen. The worst she'll say is no. No, the worst that happens, you're going to fucking sprain your ankle and break your neck. That's the worst.
That was the goofiest way to end it. It's funny.
Yeah.
But hey, I appreciate you suggesting so much, dude. Thank you so much. This was a fun trip. This was a fun ride. I just love the fact that it wasn't a movie I put in, wasn't a movie Ryan put in. We love it. Please.
I really did enjoy it. I did give it a 4, but I really did like the
it doesn't. I like the concept. I've had lower movies from my own picks. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We just love doing this. So give us another, someone else, anyone else.
You give us another.
DX,
I would love
DZX.
For real.
Give us another one, dude. I don't care. Anyone. Just let's go, dude. This is fun.
Yes.
So,
I agree.
Till next time, be kind, rewind.
Wait.
Ryan,
overall grade?
4.5.
4.5.
Yeah.
Just say. All right. Thank you. Be kind,
rewind. We'll see you next time.
Bam.
Woo! We said we were brothers.
I have the same one. Yeah.
It's crazy. It's fucking crazy, dude. I don't know why.
You guys are such a fucking freak, bro. What the fuck is happening? That looks like a dude from
Rosemary.
Full House.
Yeah, Full House. Thank you, bitch. Yes. You knew exactly what I was saying, but with crazy hair.
I know. A serious one. This is him depressed.
I want to see before he moved his face.
This is him.
It's a woman. Holy shit.
I thought it was Joey, dude.
I know. That's so funny.
Dude. I gotta hit somebody with that sometimes.
Dude, that's a good one for sure. What the fuck? What an idiot.
Dude, what is this Final Destination?
The fuck
Are
just
you
happened?
kidding me?
That was anticlimactic.
That
as
was
fuck.
Final Destination shit right there if I've
Why
ever
was
seen
his
it.
foot stuck and why did he just
It was
fucking
stuck
do that?
on a log.
Duh, come to me. He's gonna pop up.
No, he's not. He's dead as a doornail.
That's fucking-
He's dead as a doornail.
Full
Full circle, baby! Full circle!
That's great. What the fuck though? What the fuck was that? What the fuck?
Fuck was this whole movie, dude?
What the fuck just happened? She's
Dude, what's in my butt? I would have said it for you. I hate whenever you get it out first. Fuck!